Welcome to Long Beach, a city full of charm, creativity, and incredible bakeries. I'm Beatrix Whipple, your local guide and avid baker. And today, we're diving into some of my absolute favorite spots to grab delicious pastries, amazing bread, and everything in between. Let's eat. Our first stop is a magical spot, bringing creativity and tradition together in every bite. Welcome to Moonbridge Doughnut Studio. Moonbridge Doughnut Studio, opened by Annabelle Brown and Kim Gross in early 2024, is a delightful bakery with a deeply personal story. Inspired by Annabelle's Cambodian heritage, the shop offers uniquely flavored donuts like Vietnamese coffee, blueberry pie, and campfire pancake. Each donut is an edible art piece, crafted daily with care and innovation. Locals especially rave about their almond citrus poppy seed old-fashioned donut, blending bright citrus notes with comforting sweetness, a definite must-try treat. So tell me a little bit about the name. The name is so unique, and I'd love to hear a little bit about the symbolism behind the name Moonbridge.
Yeah, so for us, when we came across the name Moonbridge and how it looks even visually, where it's, a semicircle bridge, and when the moon reflects the shadow into like the water, it becomes like a full circle.
Like a donut.
It looks exactly like a donut. And we also thought, our story feels very full circle as well. And so for us, it symbolizes our story and our history from before and kind of bridging that gap to where we are currently. So we do always mention how, our story is one from like grief to hope. Between like my past and my partner Kim's past as well. And so it's just a way to bring like joy, happiness, whimsicality to our concept.
I look at all of these like limited release donuts and it's art. It's art. It's art first and donut second, I think, because they're so elaborate and so whimsical and so creative. Tell me a little bit about like how do the gears turn and what inspires that? And where do you take inspiration from all of that?
Yes, that's such a meaningful question. Thank you for that. Where to start? Well, the whole point of Moonbridge is, to bring a lot of celebration and joy and try to add that to people's lives. And so we really cram our calendar with celebrating things from releases of shows or anniversaries of movies, birthdays of artists that we love. So that's where that inspiration is from, that motivation of just trying to celebrate everything we can and trying to challenge ourselves to think of themes and designs that we can, make come to life and people can enjoy and feel that that happiness from trying to enjoy something that is creatively made, but then also you can enjoy it as well. It's been really fun to be just staying in that Moonbridge mindset and having tunnel vision in a way where it's just how can I translate such and such into a donut or an edible treat, and so it's been the most fun adventure.
It's all so, I can tell how much heart and soul goes into it, and I see how much of yourself you put into it.
Aww.
And I think it's evident. It shows. It transcends through all of it.
Aww,
so we appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
From creative donuts to pastry perfection, our next spot takes baking artistry to a whole new delicious level. Founded by Kristen Rodriguez, this woman-owned bakery has a serious cult following for their perfectly crafted croissants and artisan breads. Locals line up for their legendary Queen Amman and seasonal pastries. Kristen started selling her pastries at farmers markets and quickly gained a devoted local following, expanding into 2 beloved locations. Every pastry here is carefully crafted with the long fermentation process for maximum flavor and quality. There's nothing like the smell of fresh baked bread. Let's go find the best loaf in town. This bakery started out of Jessie Helen Lloyd's garage. Known for some of the best sourdough and laminated pastries in town, Jessie's Bakery supplies breads to beloved local restaurants and is a hidden gem that Long Beach foodies swear by. Jessie turned a passion project into a thriving bakery, one loaf at a time, building ovens in his garage and selling at farmers markets before opening his first brick and mortar. His dedication and craftsmanship can be tasted in every bite. So I'm here with Jessie from Hey Brother Baker, and We're in the soon-to-be open retail space. I'm so excited about this. I'm so excited that there's going to be a retail space because you were primarily farmers markets, is that right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Tell me a little bit about, I'd love to hear the origin story of what was the catalyst that started this, and how did you begin baking, and kind of, I'd love to hear the whole path of how this took place and unfolded.
So visited this restaurant called Outer Lands up in San Francisco that made this great house sourdough. Just kind of blew my mind, and so I came home, and this was back in 2014, 2015. My brother was working up there. Came back, started buying books and just kind of teaching myself. Then in 2017-ish, got into the hands of a local chef, Phil Pretty, who wanted to put it on his menu, and just kind of grew from there. And then the catalyst for me switching from my career in audio and production over to baking was honestly COVID. Like, I'd been doing the bread as a business professionally, but it was just kind of this little side thing. And then when all of my gigs went away, all of my wife's gigs went away, we're just like, well, what do we got to spend time on now? And that was it. So kind of took it from there.
Food proprietors come, onto the scene, and this is also going to be your retail space.
Yes.
Can you tell me a little bit about when that's opening, and operations, I assume, are going to be here?
Yeah.
And tell me a little bit about that.
So we're looking to open at the end of July this year, which is 2025 if you're watching this in the future. So we're looking to open at the end of July, and we'll have a little cafe up front, making bread in the back, open window so you can hear all of us cursing and throwing bread around when
I love that.
when we're not happy with it.
I love that.
Yeah.
Let's spice things up with some Latin flavors. Empanadas, anyone? OBRA is famous for their oven-baked empanadas and signature OBRA balls. Chef Caesar and Luz have created a welcoming spot that celebrates their heritage and local community. OBRA started as a Latin American restaurant and transformed into a bakery beloved by locals for its authentic flavors and cozy atmosphere. Their empanadas, always baked fresh, have become legendary. We've savored traditions, innovations, and incredible stories today. But every great adventure deserves a sweet finale. Let's wrap up with a bakery that's close to my heart. Frosted Cupcakery has been delighting Long Beach since 2005. Renowned for their daily made handcrafted cupcakes, known for their velvety buttercream and cream cheese frostings, each cupcake offers a bite of pure joy. A fun personal story. When I was pregnant, I indulged in a frosted cupcake every day, making this bakery truly special for me. Locals consistently line up for their iconic s'mores cupcake. It's a nostalgic treat layered with graham cracker, cake, milk chocolate buttercream, and a perfectly toasted marshmallow topping. Frosted is such a special establishment in Long Beach, and it's been here for so long. Tell me a little bit about some of the inspiration behind the shop and kind of the history.
We started this business 20 years ago because we loved baking as a family, and it was before cupcakes were like really having their day like they have over the last 20 years. And so we loved Long Beach, and we thought like, well, this would be a great place to try something new, be like a niche product. And truly, Long Beach is the reason that we're still here. We had a store in Hollywood and a store in Hermosa Beach and a store in Huntington Beach, but Long Beach is our home, and the community here is the reason why we're still here.
It's an incredible community.
Yes.
And I think the community's really embraced you. And I remember when you were down over a much smaller shop down the road, and now you're over here, and and I think I've told you this story before. When I was pregnant with Waylon, my son, who's now 12, almost 13, I would come here every day and have a cupcake. I would have a cupcake every day. That was my pregnancy craving. And now he's got a crazy sweet tooth, which may or may not have something to do with that, but that's something that I always remember.
Those stories are so special. We get to hear so many stories like that because we've been a part of this community for so long. People come in and tell us like, you did our bridal shower, and then our wedding, and then our baby shower, and now every birthday. And being a part of people's memories like that is just like the reason why we keep doing it. You know, it makes me feel so grateful. So one of the most incredible parts about being on 2nd Street in Belmont Shore is our events here. The Belmont Shore Business Association puts on an event every summer it's called Stroll and Savor, and it's the 3 months out of the summer. It's 2 days every month, and you get a taste of what Belmont Shore is. So that's a really big one for us, and we really enjoy doing it. We've done it 20 times, 20 years.
20 years is such a huge milestone. I mean, that's
you,
something to be so proud of, but I'm also not surprised.
Oh.
I mean, everything you make is incredible, and it feels like a celebration.
Thank you. Yeah, we, having done this now for 20 years, you know, we've seen a lot of ups and downs in the food industry, in the economy, all kinds of things, and something that we've always tried to stay true to is our ingredients. We will never, ever, ever skimp on that. You know, that's just, even when things get really expensive, we will just never do that. So that is something that I think our customers, you know, can tell.
I think it shines through.
Thank you, that's so nice.
Exploring these bakeries today reminds me how special Long Beach is. Each bakery is a story of passion, community, and creativity. Supporting these spots means you're not just enjoying delicious food, you're a part of the Long Beach community. Thanks for joining me today. Don't forget to subscribe for more Long Beach adventures. Until next time, keep exploring and stay curious.